What is rock bouncing and how good of a rock bouncer is the Axial RYFT? Today we're going to take it out for its first run on some of the most challenging terrain I've ever come across with an RC car and see how well it performs. Initial thoughts on the Axial RYFT coming up. Welcome back to the channel. So far on the RC Kiwis, we've done everything from bashing, crawling, speed runs, racing, even jets, but we've never done rock bouncing. And so we're going to find out together what exactly rock bouncing is with the Axial RYFT. But before we do that, first let's do a quick overview. The Axial RBX10 Ryft is a 1/10 scale, 4-wheel drive, completely ready to run rock bouncer, available in 2 colors for the ready to run version, orange and black, and there is a white option for the kit version. We're just gonna focus on the ready to run version today because that's the version that we have. So in the box comes the instruction manual, which you should read. These things which I would know if I read the instruction manual. Your DX3 radio, 4 AA's for the radio, and of course the RYFT. Starting with the body, we have a nice custom tube chassis cage with 2 little drivers in the side and a little bit of a interior with the Spectrum Smart ESC, which is 130 amps, which is actually protruding through between the 2 drivers, which is going to help with a little bit of cooling, and it does have a cooling fan on top. At the front, we've got 2 body clips that holds down the cover to our battery tray, and that's where you can put in either a 3S or 4S LiPo battery with either an IC5 or EC5 connector. This rock bouncer has 4-link front and rear suspension with loads of travel, which is going to help to get over those massive boulders. It also has a front and rear solid axle with 3 differentials, front, rear and center. They're all open. We also have a metal plate on the front and rear axle housings protecting the diffs, and that's going to come in good use when bouncing over the rocks. The tires are massive and have loads of tread. They are rubber and vented through the rims, and these wheels are officially licensed raceline wheels. And turning them, we have a Spectrum 15 kilogram servo attached to the solid axle at the front. This car comes equipped with a fast 2200 kV brushless motor with the on switch at the rear. This car also has AVC, active vehicle control, and that's going to help you drive nice and straight if you are going on some straights. And the radio DX3 is really cool because it does show you your battery level of the car so long as you are using these Spectrum Smart batteries. Today we're just using some regular dumb LiPo batteries. I'm sure there's many more cool features with this RC car, but not to worry, I'm going to have a link in the description down below if you are interested in picking up one for yourself or just reading up some more info on it. Anyway, it's about time we go take this car out and see how well it performs over the rocks. You probably noticed this tire is dirty. That's because I'm doing the intro after the first run. The first run is what you're gonna see right now. We've now made it to the beginning of our adventure with the RYFT. We do have a bunch of challenges lined up for today, and this is challenge number 1, and I don't know, man. I think it should be fine. It's on the dirt, first of all, but what we've got coming up is, I think it's gonna be impossible. And it's gonna be no easy task to film and drive this at the same time. First little tricky part here. Come on. Gonna boost it. Oh, yeah. Oh no. No. You're kidding me. Oh, so close. Yeah, final part of this section here, and then we're onto the rock. Oh yes. Oh. I don't think it's going to get up that cliff. It's time to move on to the rock. Oh no. Man, there's snakes in here, man. I tell you one thing, this car is super hard to drive, man. Here's our first part of the rocks. These stones a lot easier, rocks. Not as steep as the other stuff. Oh no. Well, they call this a rock bouncer, and here we've got a lot of rocks, but I got a feeling that this Ryft has absolutely no hope whatsoever at getting to the top of these. Don't know if I can make it up there, but we're gonna try it anyway. My mate said I was going to edit this to make it look like I climb these boulders so easily. I'm not going to do that, man. This is what it's like. Oh. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh, mental, man. How do you even rock bounce? Boosting it, man. Oh. Oh. Old battery out, new battery in. I've already lost the body clip. Look at that. I found the body clip. We're going to try to get a little bit higher on these boulders, and then we're going to move on to the final challenge. Let's go, buddy. Oh yes, that was so epic. No, they got me, man. I think we're going to move into our final challenge now, which is going to be going full throttle, this time downhill. You ready, my friend? 3, 2, 1, and... oh no, there's someone coming. Let's go. What's this guy down? They're still driving. Oh. It takes seconds to go downhill. Oh no, this thing's gonna fly. Oh, I'm not doing very good at landing this car. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. Easy. I'm now back from its first run, and you might see that I did break it. We'll get to what happened there in a second, but first I'm going to go over my initial thoughts with this RC car, and I'll start off by saying it's loads of fun. It's heaps of fun going over that super challenging terrain that you wouldn't really expect any kind of RC car to do. This one, I think that the big boulders was probably a little bit out of its league, especially with an amateur driver like myself. If you're an expert driver, you might have been, you definitely would have gone higher than me. You might have even gone to the top. But I think this was really well suited for the middle size rocks, something like maybe fist size to like head size. It did really well. The dirt, it did okay, but some of those parts were vertical and you probably couldn't expect anything to get up that part. Now, although we had a breakage, I do think this car is really durable. I mean, you saw it, you saw the way I was driving this thing. I was going full throttle over those boulders, smacking into rocks at high speed and from big jumps, and this thing was pretty much perfect condition. At the end, off camera, unfortunately, I did hit a rock at quite high speed and I broke the plastic link end here. Not a biggie, only a couple dollars to fix, and then this car will be back up and running, back into the action. One negative I'll say with the Ryft is that I felt like the servo was a little bit underpowered, a little bit slow. For what this thing's designed for, it's designed for rock bouncing and you're gonna get stuck in between big boulders. I feel like it just needs a little bit stronger servo than this 15 kilogram servo that comes stock with it. But other than that, I think this car is pretty awesome. It's designed for a purpose, rock bouncing, and that's what it does, and you saw that in today's video. So is this car for you? Well, I think if you have a location similar to what I had today with a bunch of boulders and rocks, this could be a great choice, especially if the location is nearby. Now, we actually made a video in the past where we went over 5 things that you should look at before buying your next RC car. One of them is talking about location. There are 4 others, so if you want to know those 4, I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description down below. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think of the Axial RYFT. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you did, give it a like anyway. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date with everything RC. I'm Joe, I'm an RC Kiwi, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.